Hey guys, welcome back to the Garlic Bread Brigade podcast, episode 99. My name's Mike and joining Sam.
Yo, what up, guys? A few things have happened since the last podcast episode, and we are one. This is the actual final episode before episode 100. So get excited because we've got something planned for episode 100. So it's gonna be a bit special. It's gonna be exciting, but
It's
that
gonna be
doesn't mean
interesting.
we don't have excitement in this podcast episode.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. So let's jump right into it. So first, let's talk about my opinion, probably like the one of the most exciting things that have been happening throughout these past few days. It is the World Cup. The World Cup. Because we are down to, as of today, the round of 16. Actually, two teams already qualified into the round of 8, or the is it semifinals? I don't know. It's the one of the finals. So
What was it, the quarterfinals?
it'll be the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be the quarterfinals. Yeah, already two teams have qualified. So congratulations to Morocco and France for qualifying. But the rest of the teams had to play around the 16. So we are getting closer and closer to finding out who's the champion and who will be taking home the World Cup. So yeah, well that's
Yeah.
it's exciting to watch. Like it's like yeah,
I mean, it's fun to watch
because
and all that.
yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it is. Obviously, it's the most fun probably is where it's hosted, where all the fans are going, because like even if you are not at the games, because America decided to like put the prices so high, like extremely high, for for like no reason except money,
Money, money, money.
money. But if you're there, like the atmosphere, I reckon is incredible. Like not at the, you don't even have to be at the stadium to know how incredible the atmosphere is, because like things are happening all over, whether it be across the roads, whether it be in bars, pubs, people drinking and watching the game, whether it be in like hotels where like people are just staying at, whether it be in parks, whether it be wherever. I reckon the atmosphere is incredible over there.
I mean, you'll be absorbed in the hype, absorbed in the excitement,
Right.
absorbed in the chaos that is whatever's happening on the field.
And we are absorbed in our TVs watching it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's just how it goes. And of
Well,
course, because of the time zone difference, we can't even watch half the games.
yeah, because like, what,
Unless you
4 in the
wake up
morning?
like near the crack of dawn. Sometimes 4 in the morning, sometimes 3 in the morning, sometimes 2 in the morning, sometimes 7 in the morning.
Crazy.
Because like you gotta understand, like the because you're playing in America, North America, Mexico, and in Canada, so the
3
time zones are always
nations.
different. Yeah.
The CUM Nation. Let's go. Regardless, though, it's like, yeah, it's actually really hard for us to watch it.
Well,
But
here in Australia, yes. Oh, yes. I mean, you can watch it. It's just that you're gonna have like no sleep schedule.
yeah, and especially when
Absolutely
it's in the work week
not.
or school
Oof.
week, yeah, very fun.
Oof.
Just watch the replays at that rate, or the
Yeah, so I'd
highlights.
like to shout out SBS because they do replays after it. But I'm gonna shout out SBS for also being, well, they replay the match if you have the SBS app after the final match again. So that's cool. But also shout out to SBS for being like incredibly fast with uploading the highlights. Like as soon as the game is done, pretty much like a minute after, it is out there on their YouTube channel.
I
The
even know.
highlights, it's so fast. Like it's not an hour later. It's not like 5 minutes. It's out there like a minute later. And you can tell that because if you go down to the comment section, half the comment section are like, thank you, SBS. It's not like usually it'd be like, oh, like that was a cool goal, or like my team won, or my team lost. No, half the comment section is like, thank you SBS for being lightning quick, and sometimes SBS replies to those comments as well.
Damn. I mean,
Yep.
like, look, I mean, look, if it's like a minute after, yeah, it's good. Because most stuff, it's like an hour or some, or even longer after the highlights come out.
Actually, when I say minute, I mean minute to one to like maybe 2-3 minutes, but like it is fast because, like I said, like if people are saying it is fast, right, and I'm never there on the first minute it's over. I'm never there, right? But if people saying it's fast, then it is fast. That's all I can say. Gotta say.
There you go. Quality content, I guess.
Yes. It's just like our upload speed. When we upload videos, we upload at the best time for your convenience.
Which is night time for us.
Yes. So, the World Cup. Do you want to know something? We are
What?
also have a World Cup trophy here.
Do we?
Yes, we do. Of course we do. Of course we do.
So where is it?
It is just any cup and just call it the World Cup.
The World Cup.
The World Cup, yeah. You can call any
So
cup the
I
World
can
Cup.
grab a cup and just call it. This is
Yeah,
now
you can
the
call
World
it the
Cup.
World Cup. Yeah, yeah. You can grab a cup. You can say it's the World Cup, and you guys have a mini competition over the cup. You know, I've seen YouTube videos of it. So yeah, but
Yeah.
you can do it. You can do your own World Cup thing. It won't be as cool or as crazy as the official World Cup. You know,
The World Cup. Yeah.
like the World Cup. It won't be a cool trophy, but you know, you can buy a nice mug. You know, and you can say that's the World Cup. Yeah,
Sure. I mean, you're technically correct.
yeah.
The World Cup.
Yes, it is. Can you imagine if like the winning team also got like an actual cup? So like,
What drink out of?
yeah.
Yeah, just go to Macca's. They go the World Cup.
Oh yes, the Macca's World Cup collaboration, where you can get famous players
Such as.
of cups, such as Yamin Yamal's on the cup. I don't know the rest. But you can
What's his
also
name?
get the special Grimace Cup.
Yeah, my favorite player, Grimace.
Grimace, who's a
Him
World Cup
and
champion, by the way.
him and his Grimace shake.
Yeah, I need to get me one of those. I need to.
When does it? Oh no, actually, I was gonna say when does it like go away, but probably
After the World Cup.
after the World Cup.
Yeah, after the Cup. That's pretty much when it's gonna go away. It makes sense. World Cup's over, promotion is over. That's just how it is.
It is what it is.
It
So I
is what it
mean,
is.
well, as soon as World Cup's over, what's on next? It's really nothing much. At least that I know of.
International sports wise,
Nah, probably
nah,
not.
nothing is on. Nothing is on international sports wise.
Here it still be the NRL will still be going on, so that's fine.
Well, yeah, but like if you talk about worldwide, right? Like worldwide.
Then no, there's nothing.
Unfortunately, like anytime there's like a worldwide event, it's so hard to organize. It doesn't happen every year. I know that the rugby league has a World Cup at the end of this year, so that's cool. But like usually like the Olympics is the next big World Cup worldwide thing is the Olympics.
Yeah.
But like the World Cup is still bigger than the Olympics. Yeah. Because in my opinion, there is nothing like bigger than the World Cup. Like as of right now, there is nothing bigger than the World Cup. In terms of like viewership, there is nothing bigger than the World Cup.
No, definitely not.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
think so.
nothing.
At least no, nothing.
No.
Just,
But then
soccer is just
I've seen all the
sport.
videos. I've seen all the videos. Like I don't know if I've seen them, and hopefully like this World Cup has like corrected Americans' views. but I've seen the videos where like Americans think that the um, Super Bowl is bigger than the World Cup.
Yeah, they're really weird thinking that.
No, but then like I know it's this is like not a dig at like it kind of is, but it is at the same time, right? I don't want it's a dig at like majority of Americans, but like not all Americans. Um, they think that because like obviously like the World Cup sport, which is football, is not like a mainstream sport in America, right?
Yeah.
And they forget like the World Cup is for the world and Super Bowl is just for America. Like a lot of people outside America don't watch the Super Bowl,
Oh yeah.
and a lot of people
Yeah.
outside of America don't even watch the NFL.
I mean, I haven't personally.
I feel like for example, I think the biggest viewing sport in America that's like biggest viewing American sport outside of America
Yeah.
is basketball.
Oh yeah, but it's like an international sport.
No, I get that, but like NBA is like it's it's an American thing. You know what I mean? The NBA. I'm pretty sure it's NBA. NBA. Give me
Oh, it
one
probably
second. Just
was established in America, but like, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, but like, see,
Yeah.
NBA stands for National Basketball Association, which is a major
Mm,
basketball league in
yeah,
the United
in
States and
America.
Canada, right? But what I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to say is, right? Like a lot of people outside, because I'm not saying that basketball is not an international sport because it is, right? Everyone plays basketball, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that, like from the outside world watches, more people watch the NBA than the NFL. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah.
Because, and I'd even say a lot of people watch baseball more than the NFL, but I still think NBA is the biggest one. That's what I'm trying to say. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I mean, we actually like play the sport here.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't know, because we have our own alternative, if that makes sense. So we just play that. Or NFL is its
No, no,
own
no,
kind
no.
of
What I'm
thing.
saying is like, what I'm saying is like that, like outside viewership. I'm not talking about just Australia. I'm talking about like globally, right? The sport that like if like the NBA is more popular globally than it is the NFL.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
trying to say.
But I mean,
That's what.
like, well, most other nations they don't like. So they have NFL, right? Most other nations that have a similar sport, it's kind of like rugby, like their alternative of rugby,
Correct, correct. Yes.
which is more entertaining to watch. So most likely just watch that instead. So yeah,
In our opinion.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean, because
because like a
NFL
lot of
is
Americans think
weird because
okay.
you have a defense team and a offense team. I wasn't even aware of that
No,
until like I was
for
told.
me, the weird thing is not the offense team and defense team. I knew that for a long time. The weird thing is like the amount of break that you play, like that I have, right?
Hmm.
Because okay, let
Oh
me
yeah, they
explain.
have
The
a ton
reason
of
why,
breaks.
yeah, they have a ton of break. But apparently, the reason why they have the offense team and the defense team is that they want like the players to be at peak performance. Do you know what I'm saying?
I guess, but like,
Like what I'm saying, what I mean by that is like, because when the offensive team makes an offensive play, right, and like they have to play against the defensive team, when they swap sides, that offensive team, and defensive team, they both rotate in and out. You know what I mean?
oh
So
yeah,
during the time when the opposition make a play, that offensive team is resting, so that pretty much even at the end of the game, both teams are like playing at peak performance. That's the reason why they have an offensive and a defensive team.
I get that, but every other sport, you if you there's
Oh no,
nothing like
it's
that.
right,
It's like the
right,
only
because
sport that
that's the
has
whole
that.
point. The whole point of every other sport is like right. The whole point of every other sport and the right is that you would have like how do you say it? Fatigue is like can you play under fatigue? Do you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because fatigue is like a form of pressure. You're tired. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like adds more pressure and like because you sit there, it's like yeah, like because that must makes it exciting. Because you sit there, if you make a play at like the end of the game, right? Whatever sport you're playing, it's insane because pretty much like the amount of pressure you had to make that play and the amount of fatigueness you had to make that play, yeah, is insane. You know, you get so much respect for that play, right?
Yeah.
Whereas like in the NFL, I don't think you like there is no fatigue, so You know what I mean?
So you
So
just keep going.
you do have the pressure to make that play. Don't get me wrong, because you don't make the play, you end up losing the game, right? I'm not saying that there is no pressure, right? Right, but like it's like you have a higher chance of pulling off that play because of the fact that you are not under fatigue, right?
Right.
Like for example, if you're like if you do a lap around the race course, right, and you're trying to beat your personal best, yeah, the higher chance of you beating your personal best on the race course is your first race, not your last,
Oh yeah.
because you have like no stamina on the last. It is so hard to push through after doing like let's say like 10 laps of that race course. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's so much easier if on your first one where you've just come back from I don't know like you just started or you're just fresh off like a nice like day's rest and sleep or whatever. That's why like because that's what I respect so much is the fatigueness, right? Gee, that's what I respect. And obviously the other thing I respect is that like it also allows like substitutes to come in and like subs to have like a massive role of managing the team's substitutions properly and you know what I mean, are making correct decisions as like a coach. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Mm.
But like, but wouldn't you say like during a sport where you're playing, like in that sake, then wouldn't you be like resting as much as you're playing? Technically,
The NHL,
NFL, yeah,
the NFL. Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to say. I'm talking about like the peak, but I'm saying like I'm talking about other sports. Like substitution and makes
yeah.
it
They would
matters.
matter
You know
may
what I mean? Yeah,
more,
it makes it matters, and that's
which
just
makes
a
them,
coaching thing. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Right. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's called like you have peak performance, right? Because to be fair, a lot of people like want to see the best players playing at their best, right? And
yeah,
to play at the best, you gotta have no fatigue, right? Because if you're like under fatigue, you're not making. You know what I mean? You're making more mistakes if you're under like if you're tired, right? But then I sit there and I'm like, well, that's why you train. You train so you be able to deal with that fatigue, right?
yeah.
Mm. But
I don't know,
yeah,
it's a bit weird. Not just me personally though. Time to get what do you call
no,
it? Black from the
like
Americans.
because look, to be fair, like if I say a lot of stuff weird because like as much as I think the NFL is weird, right?
Hmm.
The American football, whatever, league is weird. I think the AFL is weird.
Oh yeah, no, that's a weird ass
Yeah,
sport. That's a popular
yeah,
sport
but
here. That's a weird
but
ass sport.
these are more because of like I think it's we say they're weird because we've never sat down and watched a full game of other sports, right? And then or we've never played them, right? And then you know what I mean. I don't know the rules.
Hmm.
Do you get what I'm
True.
saying? Because if I do either one of those three, watch a full match of that sport, play the sport, or learn the rules, I get way more respect for the sport. Do you know what I'm saying? Or have a better understanding. Because like I said, like Americans don't understand like the World Cup or soccer or whatever, right? Because they don't watch it, they don't play it. You know what? They don't know the rules.
Oh yeah, but it's a
One
bit more, I guess, easier to understand. I'd say.
100% easy to understand. 100%. I'm not saying it's not to understand, right?
Like when I saw
But because
NFL for the
they've never. Yeah, go ahead.
first time, I was very confused why they're throwing the ball forward. To be
The
honest,
what? Sorry, the
you
what?
know how they throw the ball?
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
yeah, like when I saw it for the first time, I'm like, why are they throwing the ball forward? You know what I mean?
yeah. Because you're used to playing a game where the ball's always thrown backwards.
Well, yeah, but most games that in that kind of manner, like
Yeah,
we have people tackling each other, it's like that. Like you throw it back, you don't tend to throw it forwards. Does that make
yeah.
sense? Yeah.
Mm.
I think it's just because it's a very unique sport, is probably why. And it's only in
Yeah,
America.
you don't see another sport like that. To be fair, that is true. There was you don't see it because as much as we say rugby is similar to the NFL, it's like no, bro. The amount of stoppage. You know why they have so many stoppages and breaks? It's not because like everyone says like oh like if you watch it outside, they have so many breaks because of the fact that they've got all these advertisements. No, the advertisements are on because like they got to fill the TV with screen time, right? It's because like they come in and they're trying to make a play
Yeah.
because they discuss the play before they make the play. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they'll sit there and they'll discuss the play before making the play. Whereas, like for example, the sport we play, you have to play eyes up. Whatever you see, or the NRL, or just ones we're discussing, whatever you see, right, you've got to just make it, right?
Yeah, you gotta
If
do
you
it.
see the defenders rushing up, you gotta be all right. I'm gonna do this, right? Or if he keeps doing this, I'm gonna do this, you know. But you can't just sit there and like pause the whole game. It's like, all right, guys, this is what we're gonna do, you know?
Yeah,
Because that's basically what they do in the NFL. Like they pause the game to do set up the plays, essentially.
essentially. It's what's the word? Well, I was gonna say something now. I've forgotten. Shit.
Because I think it's the one of the sports that like has you. There's no similarities between other sports, like or very little. Because I'm gonna hit you with another one, like hockey, right? Ice hockey, right? Right.
Yeah.
I feel like ice hockey is very similar to soccer, football, whatever you want to call it.
Similar. I mean, well, you
Because
mean technically?
you've got like you've got the puck, which is basically a ball, and you've got a net, and you just gotta shoot it in there, right? And you've got attackers and defenders.
I mean, to its most basic sense, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the nuances. I'm talking about the most basic, right? It's very similar. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's nuances where like there's major differences, but because like if you think of the NFL, right? Like the only you could this tackling is the other what's it called? How do you say it? Like thing that's similar to rugby, right? But the fact is that like the defenders and all that stuff, like they hold each other for ages and they try. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
they grab each other without the ball. We don't have that. You touch someone without the ball, it doesn't. You know what I mean? It's like a foul, bro. Like you know what a penalty.
It's like they try to kind of, I guess, like make a wall to try to protect the guy with the ball,
Mm.
whilst the other guys try to go for him. It's interesting. I
I
feel
don't know.
like
Yeah,
we've
we gotta ask someone. Maybe we gotta ask someone, or maybe we gotta watch a YouTube video to understand why they do that. I'm not. You know what I mean? Because that's the only way. Like what I
I've
get about it.
technically played the sport once because one of my friends he's watched it
Oh yeah.
back in high school, and we
Mm.
played it once, but it was only with like 4 or 5 of us, so it wasn't really enough players realistically. So it just felt like playing a weak game of rugby, but we throw the ball forward. Because there's nowhere near enough of us to actually, properly
Yeah,
play
yeah.
it. So it just felt like there's two guys trying to like defend one guy, and the other guy would just like try to run. But
Did you
anywho,
know
we were
that
talking about the cup, and
don't
we
need
came to
Did you
this.
know that you didn't know you don't have to put the ball down on the ground
No, you don't.
in
You
the
just kind of have
NFL?
to
You just have
run.
to run over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird. It's
Or can't
weird.
you technically just run, stand there, and someone just throws it to you to score? Technically as
That's the
well.
whole point of the throwing it
Yeah.
forward. You know
It's
what I mean? Yeah.
really interesting. I don't know. There's probably some nuance to it, but I feel like that means technically you could just someone could just stand there
Yeah, but then you
and
sit there
wait
like
till someone throws it.
we don't know the rules because there might be like
No,
specified
this is
rules. Yeah.
like
Mm,
onside, offside, probably something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Has to be, otherwise it'd be very. What do you call it?
Yeah,
It's
but
very
apparently it's
random.
not easy. Apparently it's not easy to throw those passes.
Oh yeah, I mean you're throwing it like
Yeah, yeah.
what, like probably like 50 meters or something, like probably more. Like you're throwing it across the other side of the pitch, basically.
Yeah, 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 that's true. That's true. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I know. We
yeah.
tangent, guys. Like, if we keep talking about this, I have a feeling we'll somehow end up at golf. Let's go back to
Golf's
the
fun
World
though.
Cup. No, I'm not saying golf isn't fun. I'm just saying if we keep going at it, we're gonna ramble through all these sports and we're just gonna end up at golf. But we've got other things to talk about, so we can't just spend the rest of the time talking about a whole bunch of different sports.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get actually before we go, let's get Bugs' prediction on the who do you think is gonna be in the finals and who do you think is gonna win it? Who do you think is the two teams that are gonna be in the finals, and who do you think is gonna win it?
This round, I think it's going to be between like France and Argentina.
Yeah, a
But who will
repeat
win
of
it?
the repeat of the Qatar
Finals,
2022
yeah.
finals.
I mean, it will be the same result though. I
Uh,
mean, there's a chance,
I'm
but
asking you.
I don't know. France has been playing really, really well. I would personally want Argentina to win if they were in
Do
the
you want Argentina
finals,
to win?
but I feel like France is probably going to take it. So I have who I want to win, but I think I want Argentina to win, but I think France is gonna take it. If it was up to those two teams, by the way, we'll see how far. We'll see if I'm at all right. Could be far off.
Hmm.
I'll be yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Look. I think I I think it's gonna be. I want to say okay. Like obviously, I'll tell you the meme answer, right? And the meme
Meme
answer
answer.
is
Oh god.
Portugal versus Mexico in the finals. That is the meme answer.
I think Mexico actually doing pretty well.
Yeah, I know, but it's the meme answer
Okay.
because that's what Simpsons predict.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
I didn't even
Simpsons
know that.
predicting a Mexico versus Portugal final. That's why I'm telling you it's the meme answer. So I'm gonna, that's the meme answer.
Right, yeah.
And the way that Mexico is playing, to be fair, Mexico and Spain are the only two teams that have held clean sheets all game.
Damn.
If you don't know what clean sheets means, that they are yet to get any goals scored on them this whole tournament. So Mexico and Spain, very high chance that they. And then you got to understand that, by the way, in the Mexico Stadium, in the whole career of Mexico, I think they've only lost maybe 2 times. I'm reading a
Damn.
stat, but like I think yeah, 2 times. It doesn't mean they haven't drawn that many times. I'm saying they have lost only 2 times. So Mexico, there's a chance. There's a chance. Um, but I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm thinking the same way you're thinking. I feel like it might be uh,
Not France or
a
Argentina.
repeat of the 2022 World Cup. I'm just doing a quick look before we make any stupid ass decision. Uh,
Stupid as
no, the
decision.
reason why I say this is that um, the, do how's the bracket looking? Yeah, okay, that works out. What I mean by stupid ass decision, right, is that because the way the brackets move, if France versus Argentina is like the grand final, will they play each other before there because of the bracket? No, it looks like it can go that way. The other team I'd like to see is Brazil in there. I'd like to see Brazil go there. I'd like to see Brazil go into the finals. Uh, but I
We'll
can tell
see.
you what team's not going to make it.
What?
Italy. Uh,
Don't know even the
they
thing.
definitely will. Yeah, that's the joke.
Mm.
Um, yeah, that's I can tell you that obviously they're not gonna make it. But yeah, I'd like to see Brazil. I'd like to see a Norway. Those are the two other teams I'd like to see in the final, either Brazil or Norway. Um, actually, I've got a dark horse. I think Morocco can win the whole thing as well. That's the other
Damn.
team I think can win the whole thing. Yeah,
The dark horse. They'd
no, they are
it'd
the
be an
dark
upward
horse.
battle though.
Yeah, because they got France next.
Yeah.
Yeah, and France is
We
too good.
yeah they are playing stupidly well with the
The team,
dictator
I'm
Mbappe.
gonna say, the team I do not want to win the grand final. The team I do not want to see the final I don't want to win.
Yeah.
Um, is USA.
I
Um,
mean
I'm sorry. I know it's
I don't
hosted
think they're
America.
gonna.
I know, but like, if they win, fam, they're gonna tell us it's called soccer, and then like, the world will be
They
like,
told our team it's called soccer, and yeah, we call it the same thing. I don't know.
no, I know, but
Very
then like
interesting.
they beat Bosnia, and they told them we call it soccer here. I'm like,
Yeah.
bros,
But
guys,
then they
oh,
just forgot about the fact they lost so badly to Turkey, which was hilarious. I did find it funny we
yeah, no,
beat them, then we lost to them, and then they lost to Turkey. It's an interesting trifecta.
wait, we beat Turkey, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
we beat Turkey, yeah,
So yeah.
yeah, yeah, that is I definitely don't want USA win. I know because like because we always joke like about like when I say we, I mean like the world always jokes that USA is not good at football, soccer. Uh, but yep, I've got an announcement to make as well. Garlic Red Brigade will not be at the World Cup finals. We won't be there. We will not be
Yeah,
there. Okay, just a PSA. We will definitely will not be there.
about.
All right. I think that's enough talk about the World Cup. But we are moving on to another sport. Let's talk about the NRL because we've got the final game of the State of Origin. Where the winner of
Alrighty.
this
Wins it.
wins the shield, the State of Origin shield, and will also win bragging rights over the other state.
Yeah, for the rest of the year.
Pretty much. And unfortunately, or as New South Welshman, I don't want Queensland to have more bragging rights because they've had it for too long. And
Exactly.
unfortunately, the final games also played in Queensland. Unfortunately. Um,
So it's gonna be very hard for battle.
yes. There have been changes to the lineup of New South Wales. Questionable decisions have been made because we decided to put a rookie on the wing for this game. Um,
Yeah,
and somehow Mitchell Moses still makes it into the team at 6.
somehow.
Um, somehow.
Is he
To
even
be fair,
training?
dude, Ethan Strange got injured, so they brought back Matt Burton to warm the bench again.
Yeah, that's
Um,
gonna be interesting.
yep.
They're gonna put him in the last minute again.
Yeah. The last minute hero. Um, um, the penalty king Victor is not on this game. Um, even though for some reason pretty much everyone wanted him to play more minutes, and we were totally against it. Um, I'm being serious. Like all these analysts were like, he needs more minutes. I'm like, no, dude, you cannot give him more minutes.
No.
Because I'm gonna be honest. As much as I think he's a good player and can play aggressive and he's good, right? It's just that he gives too many penalties away, and you can't give that many penalties away in State of Origin.
You can't.
You
And he
can't. He
also
gave away 3
played.
penalties when he was on the field. It's like, bro, that's 3 too many.
He played really poorly. I don't know. It's like, yeah, give him more minutes. He played majority of the match and played poorly. Like,
Oh, he did play.
watched
I don't know how. We must have seen
watched
like 2
him,
3
watched the
games.
match. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a weird decision.
Because it's like, when you really think about it, he was on there for like, what, 60 plus minutes?
Yeah.
Of like, what, the 80-minute match? So it's like, I don't know. Does he need more?
No, absolutely not. But what I'm saying is like, look, because like when he plays, like if he doesn't give away penalties, which he played in the first round, didn't give him a penalty, I was like, all right, you know what I mean. But I always knew, right? I always knew that, like, right,
Yeah.
that he gives away too many penalties, and we saw it in that game.
Yeah.
We saw that, like, yeah, and unfortunately, we can't have someone giving that many penalties away.
Can't. Just cannot. I literally can't. Like, it's so bad.
Mm. We cannot give that many penalties away. Um, yeah. Look, all I can say is that I'm hoping we win. Uh,
It's gonna be very hard, though. Very, very
it's
hard.
gonna be very hard. Obviously,
Because it's
very
on their
hard.
home ground.
It's on their home ground, which we don't have a good any. What's it called? Winning. We have like a very poor winning rate on their home ground.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And their team is looking quite better, just in terms
Well,
of
they
people.
also made changes. As well.
Yeah.
Which. Yeah.
But they kept the majority of their players. We had more swaps than they even.
I think more that their swaps are more because of injuries.
Yeah.
Than us. We just made more changes because,
Because we
to be
need
fair,
to.
we needed to make changes. I don't think we made the right changes. Apparently, there are rumors that like Camaro may start at 13, which if it's true,
And that's
right,
cool.
it's gonna be a late switcheroo on the day. uh, that is huge. Like that is actually huge. If he starts, I give ourselves like way more hope than if he's on the bench.
But it's like we have players that are, how can I say, either out of form or not really doing anything
No,
creative
well, we brought
enough.
back. We brought back like okay, we brought back this Hamole, the second rower who should have played game two, but on the bench. And then but Mitchell Moses is still an interesting one. The guy's out of form.
He's out of form,
Like I
clearly.
still, he's out of form. He's insanely out of form. Because I'm gonna be honest, the reason we brought Mitchell Moses in, right,
Yeah.
is because Mitchell Moses is an incredible long kicking game, and so does Nathan Cleary. They both have great long kicking game. And you're like, all right, we're gonna bring him in so that we can have two attacking kickers, so that on the last right, we can either pass it to Mitchell Moses or Nathan Cleary, so that the opposition won't know who to tackle at the last second, right? Giving us more time to put better kicks and less pressure on our kickers. That's the reason why I brought him in, right? Because if you
Yeah.
only have Nathan Cleary, Ethan Strange does not have a superior long kick game to Nathan Cleary, right? But the problem is, and I'll tell you what the problem is, like Mitchell Moses pretty much did 90% of the kicking, so they just went and targeted him. I was like, what,
Yeah.
bro? Bro, if you're gonna bring him in for that reason, right? You know, because of the
So what's the
kicking
point?
game, right? Right. Then share the kicking game, right? Because, for example, let's say this: one set Mitchell Moses taking kick game, next set Nathan Cleary. One set Mitchell Moses, one set Nathan Cleary. Then the defending team were like, "Oh, we don't know who to target, right?" And then it just creates more space. That's what I'm thinking, right? But if it's all Moses, 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 you're like, "Oh, I'm just gonna keep going at him." You know what I mean? No space created. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was weird. Was it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Did we have the wind at our backs, or did we have the wind towards us? Like, no, we need stronger kicks. I can't remember. It was like one or the other during
Yeah, I
game
can't
two.
remember either. Sorry about that. I can't. With that one.
Because it's like, I think, because what? They wanted Mitchell Moses' strong kicks. I believe
Mm-hmm.
that would have been the. But even if that, it's like, if he's out of form, you can just get someone
100%.
else.
Burton's there, who's got a way better kicking game.
Well, currently, because he's been playing like every single match that Mitchell Moses hasn't been playing. You know what I mean?
Dude,
Just
it
gotta
is a
hope Burton
weird
doesn't get
decision.
injured.
It is a weird. I'm gonna tell you this. Even if we win this, even win this series, yeah,
Yeah.
there is a very high chance that the coach still gets sacked. There is a very high chance he still gets sacked. There is I'm pretty sure there's an 80% chance he gets sacked if we lose. If we win, there's 80% chance he gets sacked. If we lose, there's 100% chance he's getting sacked.
If he gets
I've never heard
sacked,
what
if he
what
gets sacked, who's gonna take the coaching position?
they'll do an interview and they'll do some who the hell knows. You
Because
know
it'd
what I
be
mean?
someone who no longer coaches. Technically,
Yeah, technically, yeah, technically.
is there anyone you'd
But
like to see? Sorry. Yeah.
Ivan Cleary because he's supposed to retire from this year's events.
It's like, yeah,
I was
just get
just
the best
getting
guy.
this, bro. I like because it's someone who's the reason why I say Ivan Cleary, he's got a head coaching role, right?
Yeah.
Um, he doesn't have to coach for 27 rounds plus finals, so it's only 3 games. Yeah, he's coaching this era of rules. You know what I mean? Unlike the current coach, who's the first time coaching this era of rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's do you get what I'm saying? He understands what it takes to win because he won multiple comps. That's what I like to see, right? That's if he wants to do it, right? If he wants to do it, and I reckon you just get him,
Yeah.
right? Because he wants to move to administrative role, but I'm like, there's a chance he might do it. He might do administrative role at Penrith, right? And then the 3 weeks or 6 week that he used to do at Origin level, right? He just does that and then comes back to Penrith because we've seen people do something similar to that.
Yeah. It'd be interesting. I mean,
That's what I'd like to see, right?
right.
But if he says no, he doesn't want to do it, then I don't know who. Because I said, there's an 80% chance if we win, there's still an 80% chance that we will fire the coach, right?
Right.
And because what I mean by that is because and I'm saying 80% chance, which I think is if we win by 20, 30 points plus, right? Then I think that chance goes way down. But if we win by 1 point, right, or
Yeah.
one try at the end, then the chance of that is very high. Because that means we nearly lost the game.
Yeah.
Now if we lose, There's 100% sack. Whether it be like we lost by 6 points or we lost by like 20 points, because we should have won the game in game two. We should have played like well enough. The team should have picked correctly to give us a winning chance in game two. You know what I mean?
Yeah, should have. I
It
mean,
should,
like
it should, it should,
we were doing really well first half, and then
we capitulated
and then second half was very interesting.
because the choice of players were wrong. The center pick was terrible. The second row pick was terrible, and then like the winger pick was not that great either.
Yeah, and Victor Radley was still on the field.
It's some weird ass decisions.
Well, they've done at least a few in our favor this time around. I am concerned with the
Right, but you
junior
gotta understand. I'm gonna hit you with another thing, right? I'm gonna hit you with another thing. If Kalen Ponga does not get sent off in the first game, I think we lose the first game.
Yeah, probably because he was playing
Because
really good.
we only won with the clutches of our teeth, bro. Like Tedesco comes up with a miracle play.
True. Yeah, exactly.
Like even with him sent off, we still had to do a miracle play. It's not like he's sent off and we like started cruising and by like
No,
20
no,
points, you know?
yeah.
No, it's like it's yeah.
Like every play we did was kind of like tooth and nail, basically.
Exactly.
Like you even saw like the play before where Ethan Strange got it.
Mhm.
That it wasn't like a yeah guys easy clutch. It was a like all right we have to do so much work just to get this. So yeah.
Yep.
But I don't know. Hopefully they take it home. We will see this Wednesday. This upcoming Wednesday. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we will see this Wednesday.
This Wednesday in
We will see.
Queensland.
Yep.
Where you'll see our coach getting sacked.
All right.
Cool.
Let's move on to two of the biggest controversies that happened during these last 2 weeks. So let's start with the one that happened earlier in the since our last podcast episode, and the one that like pretty much has died down because the other controversy took over. The Steam Machine price review.
Yeah. No, not cheap, eh?
No, it's not cheap. It is not cheap. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, like we've got the 500 gigabyte.
Yeah.
Then we've got the 500 gigabyte with controller.
Yeah.
Then we got the 2 terabyte and then 2 terabyte with with controller.
Yeah, I just opened up the price list. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the 4 options we've got. So just to let you know, there is no 1 terabyte option.
Yeah.
Very important to note. Also very important to note, first time in history that we have a console releasing without a controller.
I mean, yeah, but I guess because you can technically just put a mouse in it. Or you can put any other controller in it, technically.
Yeah, no, but like I'm just saying it's first in history. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I mean, at least
Even
I
a
give you the
TV
option
comes
to
with a
money.
remote, fam. Even a TV comes with a remote.
True.
Let that sink in. Even a TV comes with a remote. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is like first time in history where a console does not come with a controller. There is no 1 terabyte version of this console.
No,
So
there
you
isn't.
either stack with like 500 gigs, which is never enough, or the 2 terabyte. Like I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what the decision was for that not to make a 1 terabyte version. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I. They should make one. To be honest, I just
And look,
don't
it might be
think.
RAM shortages, like that. It might be like player price, but yeah.
I was gonna say 512 is not enough.
No, it's not enough. But if you made a
not.
1 terabyte, like I reckon they made the 512 one because like if we make the 512, like we can try and make that one a bit cheaper, even though it's still too expensive. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? Because I reckon because if the 1 terabyte came out, I reckon the 1 terabyte cannot be priced that low. Absolutely no way they can price the 1 terabyte at like the 500 terabyte price. You know what I mean? And the reason why they made a no controller version was that like let's try and reduce the price. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest, like I genuinely believe that the price, like they put it up as, is because right, um, the RAM shortages.
I mean,
That's
the
what I
RAM
think.
shortage would affect the price, yeah, but I guess, I mean, yeah. I mean, if they have expandable storage with it, then I think it's fine.
Well, we don't know. That's the thing. We don't know.
Well, you probably take it apart. Oh no, I'm not sure myself.
Yeah,
Can't
we
say for
will see
certain.
upon release. Yeah, but at this stage, like my thing is, if the RAM prices go down, I've got enough faith in Steam that they'll reduce the prices.
Um, Hopefully. I mean, I won't hold my breath, to be honest.
Well, because I think like I have some faith. I'm not like the world's greatest faith. I do have faith because with PlayStation and Xbox, absolutely no way they will reduce the price. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Steam, I think there is a chance. I'm not saying it's 100%. I'm not saying it's zero. I'm saying obviously I'm not saying it's zero because I'll give them a chance. Um,
Because they're not operating on a loss. Do note that. They're not going like, hey, we're gonna, because they don't sell any games. The games people can already, you know what I mean?
right, and it's the same with the
Yeah.
controllers because people already like you saw how many people ordered the Steam controller.
Yeah. So they're just gonna. So even if it goes down, I doubt it goes down by that much. Because even when they were first teasing, when they first had people like hands on over it,
Yeah.
they were saying it wasn't going to be the price where people thought it was going to be, and people are still saying people are saying it's high at the moment. So I don't think it's going to go as low as people would
Do you,
want it to go.
do you think it goes down $100, $100 American?
American.
Yeah, like
Um, if it goes down by 100 American, I think people.
is that the price people want? Like, what is the price people want? What is the price do you think they'll reduce it to?
And they say I actually need to see how much it is in US steel real quick. 1,000. The oh. I think if it was, yeah, maybe $100 or $200 cheaper would be around the price people would want.
So people want it, like, let's say, yeah, right.
Well, because the thing is, if you compare what it actually has in it, its performance is equivalent to like $700, $800 PC probably, like American dollars.
Yep.
So it's like, but that's well, we're looking at the 512 gig model. You know what I mean? I'm looking at that price. If I look
Yeah,
at the other
obviously,
one,
yeah.
then it's like even for an extra terabyte, it's I don't think you'd be paying that much more. Like an extra terabyte and a half. I don't think should be paying that much more. $400 more. But that
Yep.
includes a controller. So otherwise, you'd be paying $300 more, which I still think is like absurdly high for
Yep.
storage. But I don't know. Maybe storage has taken a hit since I last checked myself. Um, Let me check real quick. But I don't know. I think it's still a bit too high, personally. But with a maybe for $100 decrease in American dollars, it might be a bit more of a, like,
Because
yeah, let's
I
do
think
it.
people wanted a $200 cheaper, right? 200
Yeah,
American dollars cheaper, but I think the amount they reduce it is anywhere between 50 to 100. I don't think they'll reduce it more than that.
yeah. I mean, look, I just found an SSD here in Oz that's
Mm-hmm.
$400 for 2 terabytes.
That's
They're
yeah,
selling, but that's here in Oz. If they're selling it in
correct,
America and they're charging 300, I think that's still high.
correct,
Yeah, that's for 2 terabytes. They're charging an extra 1.5 only, so it'd
correct,
be even cheaper. So math not be mathing, but this is also my internal brain maths, which is probably like not the best math to go off of. So yeah, for what it is, it's too high. Um, I heard. I remember watching last Tech Tips. They were mentioning how like buying a PlayStation would be much more worth it for like bang for your buck, like a PlayStation or
PlayStation Pro, I
PlayStation
think.
Pro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
PlayStation Pro. Yeah,
which I kind of can see to be honest, because it's around a similar price in American dollars, but it's gonna be much better in terms of performance. But that's if you have the games, of course. All that good stuff. So if anything, you could probably price match the Steam machine with parts online and probably get a better bang for your buck for a normal PC.
Yep.
But that's if you're willing to do it. The reason why people were really wanting this to be successful is for it to be a little thing where it's like, okay, you want to have the PC, but it be a console. Like, not to have like the features of a PC, but not have the hassles of a PC. If that makes sense.
Correct.
Like,
Yep.
you don't have to build it. You don't have to, like, for instance, imagine you're doing something and then your PC starts crashing and you don't know why. You don't want to deal with that.
Correct.
So it's like a PC but a console form factor. So it's like it's for casual people. But since it's kind of now on the more expensive side, it's kind of like people are not recommending casuals to go get. And again, not just casuals, enthusiasts can buy this machine, of course they can.
Yeah, but like, look, if
that's kind of what
if
it's
you have
for, though.
If you have a PC, why would you buy this machine?
You really wouldn't. It's more like if you want something that, like, imagine you're like an adult and you have like a child, and you're like, all right, you want a bridge between a console and a PC, you'd probably buy something like this.
Yep.
But I still think it's too expensive for what it is.
Correct. I also think it's really expensive.
But that's kind of like the bridging gap where it's like, all right, because you get them. Because the thing is, when you get them on this, you get them onto Steam. So when they eventually go on a PC, it's like, oh, all my Steam games are now on here.
No, I get
and
it.
all the other stuff.
I get that. Like, I do get that.
I think that's kind of what it is for, and it's also it runs off Linux, so you can also still do actual stuff on it like a normal computer. But it's like, yeah, it's just that's kind of what it is. Just Steam's console, a mini PC.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you heard about this regarding this, by the way. I saw someone online apparently got a red line of death. So you know how there's like a blue line on the Steam machine? It went red, which indicates like GPU hardware failure. But since it's attached to the motherboard, they have to like physically get it replaced, like the motherboard itself. So they had to warranty claim it. So Steam, Steam delivered on it, of course, replaced it for them. But it's like, apparently it was in the first like half an hour of usage, which is a bit interesting.
That's very concerning.
It is quite concerning, but I mean, I'm assuming that's like not the norm at all, because if that was the case, then people would be reporting this everywhere.
100%.
Yeah, just food for thought, I guess. Yeah, that's the Steam machine for you.
All right, the next controversy, is that PlayStation announced that they are going to stop making disc games in 2028.
Yay, so good. Oh my god, PlayStation.
I cannot know. I don't know hell why we're making these things.
Yeah. It's really what do you call it? It's really dumb. It's because look, the thing is, this is always going to happen. Bound to happen. If it was ever, there was going to be a point where this was eventually going to happen.
Yep.
I didn't think it was going to happen this close to this soonish.
No, and then remember, you got to understand that like GTA got so much backlash, GTA 6, for not making
physical release,
and then like Sony was like, yeah, let's hop on that like negative press.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, but I mean, also like GTA made like all their money back already. So
no, that's true.
It's like what? It was like 35 million pre-orders or something.
Yeah, but you gotta understand. Do you think people like they announced this after the pre-orders, right?
Oh, of course. I mean, what, the digital?
Yeah, so like people who like pre-ordered the physical were like, oh shit, you know what I mean?
Well, when you pre-order, people pre-ordered and it was said it's only digital. Then they announced after the fact that they're gonna bring out physical copies in December. But it's probably gonna be very limited. But as soon as you pre-order, it's like, yeah, it's digital, and they announced that like a day before pre-orders went out. So
yep.
people read it instead of just probably pre-ordering. I mean, people probably read it and just pre-ordered anyways because like it's GTA 6. You know,
Yep,
so
yep.
it should state neither of us have pre-ordered the game, and I don't think neither of us have interest in actually buying the game, at
Yes,
least at
that is
this
true.
point, because Sam doesn't really care about it, and it's not coming on PC for me yet. And the only reason I bought GTA 5 was because of the online. I never played the actual story, and
And
I bought
like,
it
I'm gonna tell you, GTA 6
years
Online will
away.
not be released. It will not be releasing on the release date.
Oh no, it won't. But I mean, also like GTA 5, I didn't buy it like on release. I bought it like years and years down the line, like many years
Yep.
down the line. So it's like unless my friends start playing the online, then I'm not buying it anytime soon. Basically,
Yep, yep, yep. Yeah. So look, PlayStation. I mean, like they got memed on by pretty much multiple companies.
yeah. Domino's UK, um,
Yeah, there's a few others. Like
KFC,
I
Espanol,
kept saying. Do you think the KFC one like is legendary, bro?
KFC Espanol.
Well, the KFC's one like they put out like you wouldn't steal like blah blah blah, and like they put out like you wouldn't steal a car, you wouldn't steal like I found one where they edited it to have KFC. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
No, not really.
Okay, so you remember back in the days when you buy like a disc, it's like you wouldn't steal a car, you wouldn't steal a
Yeah.
TV, you wouldn't. It's like piracy. Yeah, so KFC did something similar to that after they put like
Oh,
their one, or maybe someone edited it. I don't know. I saw it was on there. Like, yeah, it was pretty funny. Like that one was legendary, but I don't know. Maybe someone edited it, or maybe it was KFC. But like some guy edited it to have KFC in it.
interesting. I
Yeah.
forgot. No, I didn't see
So
that. Interesting.
yeah, maybe it was some guy edited it. Maybe that was it. Um. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but
As well,
like
so many companies
this,
memed it. So like, it
yeah.
is a um. Xbox will follow suit. So don't worry, guys. Not a
Oh
PlayStation or
yeah, I
anything.
mean,
Xbox is gonna follow suit.
they kind of already
It's
soft
just that
confirmed it.
they probably will not announce it now because they saw the backlash. They're like, hold up, let's just hold off. You know what I mean?
I mean, they
But
soft
everyone knows it's gonna
confirmed
be.
it because they're like, oh
Yeah, they
yeah,
basically did.
we'll have a feature where you can like convert your physical games into digital games and other stuff like that.
It's the opposite of burning the disc, guys.
Yeah, I did hear apparently PlayStation started doing some stuff. So like on physical games, apparently, unless you have it in, they no longer show up in your thingo, like the UI, unless you have the game inserted. And apparently, they also no longer show hours you've played on the game. Heard some people say. So, bit strange.
Yeah, some
Um.
weird stuff on PlayStation. Weird stuff.
Well. Well. Okay. My prediction as to why they've done this. A, for money, clearly money, but it's because of their recent
Dude,
changes.
let's be honest.
So,
Everything is pretty much for money. Like everything pretty much for money.
oh yeah, but remember how, what, a month or two ago they announced that they're gonna have like dynamic pricing on the PSN store.
Yep.
And then now they're gonna stop releasing physical games, so everything you can buy from it is on that PSN store.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna nickel and dime people. So basically, they're like, "All right, we're forcing you to buy from our store, and then we can adjust prices from there based on your preferences."
Yep.
And let's be honest, they'll say our preferences, but imagine like you can make a new account, watch them like not even like they might just go, "All right, well, who cares? Increase the price for a game. Why?
No,
Why won't
I
we?"
reckon they'll use your IP address so you can't make a new account.
They probably will, but as well, like, what's stopping them from them just arbitrarily going, yes, actually, this account that only existed for 2 seconds has actually paid COD for like 5 years. So every game in that
Correct.
is like priced higher and
Mm.
stuff like that. But like it's gonna cause like a monopoly on their own
No,
system.
100%, 100%,
They can
100%.
adjust pricing, which is a
Yep.
bit screwed.
Yep. Anyway, look, we don't. I think this is like very bad. Like
Oh, it
where we're
is.
going. Yeah.
Especially in the same post they announced
Because
their.
I'm gonna be like, I always thought, right, and like this is just me. I thought that digital games should cost cheaper than physical games. That's just always been my opinion. Because, like, let's say you finish it making a digital game, you just post it onto your storefront. The end, right? However, if you make a physical game, right, you have to make it. You have to make this like burn this game from the whatever you're working on, the computer or whatever, into the DVD. And then when you do that, you have to package it inside the case, and then you need to make art for that case, and then you have to ship it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you add all of those, you'd think that the price of the physical is more expensive than the digital. I genuinely believe, yeah, that
Yeah.
gaming is the only form in the media, right, where digital is more expensive than physical.
Probably.
I think it is. I
But I'm
genuinely think it is.
but also it's like one of the only medias where you can actually still probably buy something outright digitally. Because I feel like most of them are just now subscription based. Or like digitally.
Okay,
Like
okay.
digital movies and stuff streaming, it's all just subscription based.
No. I mean, in general, not in just the entertainment, right?
Okay. Well, compared to what, like digital, what? Because it's mainly just entertainment.
Yeah, entertainment is mainly I think the only one. I think that is true. It is the only one that I can, because the only one I can see. But I feel like I don't know. I had a feeling that this is true, right? Like, okay, I'll give you an example, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you a couple examples, but then no one really cares about these examples because the example's gonna be so stupid, right?
Okay.
Sending an email is free, but then you go post a letter, it's not free.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that expensive. Uh, Getting a electronic card is free, but then buying a physical card is not free.
Yeah.
So those are like two examples, because you know what I mean. Now, there's obviously you sit there, it's like, bro, ordering on the Uber Eats app than going to the store. Uber Eats app is more expensive, but I'm like, bro, but they're delivering it. So do you know what I mean? It's more labor.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's kind of tricky. Do you know what I mean? Or when because I'm trying to think is like the okay. What I'm trying to say is that the more labor intensive thing, right, is usually the one that's more expensive. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure, it should be.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Now my argument makes sense because if you order food online, right, it's more labor intensive because they're coming by via they're delivering it. If you're ordering a product online, you're paying a delivery fee because they actually bring it to you, right?
I guess it's like
What with
more.
PlayStation is like you are doing the convenient, not convenient, the more for them to do less work, it's somehow the same price as them releasing a physical copy. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that's
I
what I was trying to say with
guess
the
it's
yeah.
meant to be like the more work they do in comparison to you, then
The more they should charge it for,
yes.
but they haven't because they realize that if we do that, we'll lose money.
Yeah, for one and for two as
But if
well.
to be fair, if they had done that, let's theoretically, let's say games are 10, $15 cheaper digital than online, digital than a physical, right? I think more playbase will probably buy the digital one unless you're a collector and you want to collect the cases, right? That's the
Yeah.
first one, right? And then because of that, imagine if we start phasing out less and less, then no one will care at the end. If we end up at digital only, no one cares. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone cares now, right now, because of the fact that like the price is going to be the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because
It's
let's be honest. If we go to a digital only era, right?
yeah.
Let's say we go to a digital only era, yeah.
Yeah.
Games should be. I reckon that if we go to digital only era, games should be priced way cheaper than they are now.
Well, they should be. Sure, they
But we're gonna
should
go
be.
into an era where it's gonna be digital only, and the price of the games are gonna be way more expensive. That's just how it's gonna be.
Because the thing is, they're just going to use the cost. Okay, so the cost that would have been initially for logistics,
Yeah.
shipping, all
Mm-hmm.
that, what they're just doing is just changing our. Now we have. So, guys, the prices you used to be paying for all these extra stuff is now for putting on our storefront, servers, licensing, having people like agree to put it on our
Well,
storefront, all that
let me ask
other
you this. Let me ask you
crap.
this. 100%. Let me ask you if right.
They will never give. They'll never say
Well then,
yes.
okay.
Should be
Look. If I'm
cheaper.
if I know, but if I'm people, this is what I'd be arguing, right? If we go to a digital only, I reckon that we have to argue that games should be cheaper. We have to 100% argue the games should be cheaper, right?
Should be. but they're not
We should
gonna.
be arguing that. We should be arguing because 100%. Let's say we go to digital only, right? There's going to be mass layoffs. All the people that make the physical games, mass layoffs, right? You're going the box cover art artists. They're no longer going to exist, right? The guys who make the cheap plastic things, they're probably external contract. They're not gonna like PlayStation's not gonna buy those up. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the CDs, PlayStation's not gonna buy the CDs. The people who burn the discs, those guys are gonna be mass laid off. You think about all of those, right? Then technically we should be saving money. We should be cheaper games. Now, if PlayStation excuses that the money that we give to PlayStation that should have been sent for example, let's say a game in Australia like is about $100, right?
Yeah,
Roughly.
I mean, yeah,
The
sure,
right, like I'm saying roughly, it might even be more now, but like
it
roughly
is.
$100, right?
Yeah,
Uh, let's say that. I reckon games should be $80. I'll say, right?
right.
And then they might be like, well, let's say those $20 was what they were using for all those stuff. If they say we're gonna use those $20 for servers fees, maintenance, and all that stuff, right? Do
Yeah.
you know what I would say? I'd be like, yeah,
What?
fine, you can do that, but PlayStation Plus has to be free. So it's either PlayStation Plus becomes free or games become cheaper. One or the other. Because the
Oh,
whole
you did
point of the
bring a big
servers and all
point.
that stuff, PlayStation Plus was supposed to pay for the servers. We legit play PlayStation Plus, right?
Yeah, PlayStation
For the
never used to have
servers.
that. Just so we're clear,
Yeah,
PlayStation used to never have it.
the correct. PlayStation used to never play for PlayStation Plus, right?
Yeah,
You know, yeah.
they only copied it off Xbox, and then Nintendo did the same thing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, right, what I'm saying is, yeah, that if you guys are going to tell us that the extra cost that we're paying, right, or the increase of prices in games, right, is for server costs, yeah, then we should not be playing PlayStation Plus. The whole point of PlayStation Plus prices, yeah, is supposed to cover server costs.
Well, the
Do
thing
you know
is,
what I
they
mean?
if okay, how about this? It shouldn't even be a cost anymore. Because the thing is, if you're buying, let's say the PS6 has no
Yep.
discs, right? No disc at all. I buy it.
Yep.
Does that mean I have to buy PS Plus to buy a game?
Well, you don't have to buy PS Plus because you can still you can still buy games off the PlayStation Store, right? You can still do that, right?
Yeah.
But it's just that PlayStation Plus would be like, do you want online? Do you want to play with your friends, right?
Hmm.
That's what PlayStation Plus. You need
But
PlayStation
then,
Plus
will
for.
they still charge for the extra ones? Because now they have like those PlayStation, like those extra memberships, the higher tiered ones.
Well, the high tier ones are supposed to be like their version of Game Pass.
So instead, they would just price it cheaper, like way cheaper. They'd have to if that was the case.
That's what I'm saying. If you guys are going to make right, if we hear on the news mass layoffs, like when the year comes out, they predicted right. If they're still going to go on this track, because there's a chance, not high, there's a chance they make backflip on the decision because of bad press, right? If they go back on if they go ahead and make the decision, right, and all we hear is mass layoffs and how much money Sony's saving, we tell them you make the game price cheaper because you are not doing any of this extra labor, or if you want to use those prices from those games, yeah, for servers, then we don't play PlayStation Plus. One or the other has to give. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because why would you say like, oh, we're gonna use the money that we would have used for physical discs to cover the cost of servers? It's like, yeah, but that's the point of PlayStation Plus. PlayStation Plus is supposed to cover the cost of servers. That's the whole point of PlayStation Plus. You know what I mean? The whole point of PlayStation Plus was to cover the whole costing of PlayStation Plus was for us to pay for servers.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna use the other money, why the hell would you use like this money? What's the point? You know what I mean? That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the same goes for Xbox. Xbox follows suit. Same goes for Xbox. You know what I mean? And
That'd
in
be
my
very
honest opinion,
interesting.
this is my next opinion thing, right?
Yeah.
Is that Nintendo should not be charging for online.
Oh, Nintendo shouldn't. The online sucks.
That's what I'm saying. Because the
Actual
online is
dog.
garbo. As online garbo. Like, bro, we are paying. Like, most of the time, the reason why you're paying online servers are for their like to pay for their servers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if Nintendo, like, I have a feeling Nintendo's not using the money they get from like Nintendo whatever like online to pay for the service. Because they are like Nintendo servers will be way better than they would like are. but unfortunately they aren't. You know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They're always just gonna say some other thing. They're not. They look. They're not. Like we you're gonna say all this, but they're not gonna do anything. What they're
No,
gonna do is
obviously they're not
just
going to do it. Obviously they're not going to do it. Obviously they're not going to. But I'm saying like for like what I'm saying is yeah. I think there was a court there was like someone was gonna take them to court or something. I was reading on it like the because of the fact that they have a monopoly on the pricing. Yeah. But if they do go to court, like basically all of this should be mentioned. All of what I
oh yeah.
said should be mentioned. You know.
I think there's already people suing.
Yeah, yeah. But like, if they do sue, right? All of what I said has to be mentioned. All of what I said has to be mentioned, right? Like, you guys want to go this direction, like online only, yeah? Because like for whatever the reason, right? We don't know what the reason is. The reason could be like the RAM prices. We want to make the PS6 discless to save money, like save you guys money. That could be one reason, but probably not the reason, but it could be one reason. The other reason is like disc manufacturers might be like, we're not making disc 2028. Highly doubt that's another. That's it. But this maybe, but like probably not the reason, right? The reason is that they saw that the sales of GTA, they're like, "Hold, we can make this amount of sale without like making physical discount. We can save our company money." You know what I mean? That's probably 90%. That's the most likely reason. Well, if they say that, right? We're like, all right, look, if you're gonna do that, you got to make games cheaper because you are not using like, you know what I mean? Those extra money to pay for those services. And then if they say, well, we'll use them to maintain servers, then what's the point of PS Plus? PS Plus should be free. Or if PS Plus is not free, right?
Yeah.
At least make connecting to the internet free. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you want to keep your PS Plus like that, the same, keep it the same. I don't care. I would not care if you, because I'm the only reason I'm getting. Like, let's be honest. The only real reason I play PlayStation, the only reason I'm buying PlayStation Plus is to play on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The what's it called? The free games at the start of the month are just bonuses. I'm not like waiting for them. Those are not the games. Not the games I'm gonna play. You know what I mean? I will download them, and if they're fun games, yeah, that's cool. But most of the time, I'm like these aren't like some games. Like I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. These will be the games. I'm like, all right, not interested. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's very rarely I'll be like, oh, look, I found a game I like. Maybe in the last year there might have been like 3 or 4, but like that's not a lot compared to how many they're releasing. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
Um, That's the first, and the second is that if you have PS Plus, right, they give you sometimes exclusive members discount. So sometimes you'll say 10% off because you're a PS Plus member, 20% off because you're a PS Plus members. Like yeah, I'll sit there. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's cool and all, right, but like that's not the main reason that attracted me to get the PS Plus. The attraction to PS Plus was online. You know what I mean? So if you want to keep PS Plus there, right, at least move the online so that it's off that track and onto the free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And just make the PS Plus just for games you, I guess, won't get for free.
Well, yeah, no, you can
Yeah.
keep the service like monthly games, and then there's the what's good monthly games and the discounts.
Yeah.
But there's also like the higher tier, which is more games and more discounts, and then the final tier is like the battle pass, the game pass tier. You know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But if you're gonna do that, then I don't mind the price staying the same. If you remove the internet off it, you know,
But we
um,
know they're not gonna take either one.
they're
They're
not
gonna
gonna take that. We
just
know
they're
that.
just
But like I'm
like
saying, if you're gonna,
they're just gonna take the cake and eat it.
mm,
Jeez, man. They're just not, bro. Oh, wait,
all right then.
look, there's a reason they did this. I mean, they closed the
Money.
PS3 store and the Vita store in the same post, saying it's gonna be closed next year. Like, if we're
That
doing
is true.
PSN, can we at least keep the stores open then? Like, we're going all digital. Like, what? 20 years down the line, while we're gonna also close the PS5 store, PS4 store. Like, come on. Like, I don't see why we're doing this.
The other reason is they're doing it is that like right. The other reason is what's it called? They're getting rid of ways that you could. They're getting rid basically of the secondary market.
Like used, you mean, or
Well, think about this for a sec. Let's say I buy a game, right? Some guys, some people trade it back into EB Games or whatever your trade back in place. You can earn money back, right? Some people will put their game on listing and like, hey, I'll sell it. Some people might be like, let's say I play the game, right? And then
yeah,
once I'm done with it, I'll give it to you and you can play it instead of two people buying the game. And then you can give it to like your cousin or like your friend from school or like or your friend from just in general your friend. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, do you remember when the PS4 was coming out and they were like, "How to play games with friend," and it shows the one guy passing the game to the other guy?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I was back in the PS4, and now we're going towards what PS6, and we're not gonna have any more physical games. Like, come on, bro. Like you used to like channel like, yes, we have physical games. Yes, you guys can give it to each other. You don't have to like buy two copies so your friend can play the same game as you. Like, come on. Now we're going digital only. Like, come on, what's happened, PlayStation?
Yeah, because like when you get digital only, everyone has to buy their own games. But then
Yeah,
like you can't buy it from second. For example, we've got CX here, right? You can go buy the game, sometimes $10, $15 cheaper, right? There, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Mm.
I know it's just what's the word?
Yeah, like I said, they removed the secondary market.
Yeah, they are. They're gonna remove it with this. It's it's just, yeah, no. Just terrible decision in general. Just terrible. It's not even the secondary market. It's also the people who sell games. Like they're gonna go away as well. Just killing the
That is
market in
true.
general. Unless they, or they'll just provide digital games like via codes or something. Which, whatever.
Yeah, but the codes are still one-time use. You can't resell them.
Yeah, yeah, no, of course not. Can't. Like the resales are gone, completely gone.
Yeah. And do you know what the bad thing about this is? Like physical games, like on the resales, become like the price way higher now.
Yeah,
Because like if you want like a physical game, right? They'll be priced way higher because they're no longer making them.
I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
there's gonna be a game that eventually comes out, and that's gonna be known as the last game that's gonna have a physical copy on PlayStation.
Now all of this is alleged because like PlayStation can still like there's still time before 2028, right? That they can like go back on their word, right? Um,
Yeah,
there's still time, but like we'll keep you updated on the situation.
true.
Okay. Now let's move on. We said we are gonna do a movie review in the last podcast episode, and we went and watched Supergirl. So this is spoiler for anyone who has not seen the movie. So spoilers, spoiler. So yeah, we went to watch Supergirl in the movie.
Yeah,
And look, just to preface this, we have not seen any trailers. You thought it was a show. You didn't even think it was a movie
yeah. I thought it was a
until I
TV
told you
show.
it was a movie. I told you it was. Hey, bro, do you want to go watch the movie? Like, what? Is it not a TV show? No, I was like, it's a movie. Um, I never saw any trailers. I just saw the poster saying the day on release, the release date. Um, and then like when the movie released, everyone was saying like all these negative reviews. I didn't watch anyone's review. I just saw like everyone was saying like the critics hated it, and then everyone was giving it a 1 or 2 out of like 10. So we had like basically no knowledge of this film, except for the fact that the critics said it was like poor, and the fact that the audience hated it as well.
Yeah,
So I didn't think it was that bad.
yeah. I think it was alright to be honest.
It was alright. Yeah, I thought it was alright.
It's not bad, but it's not amazing.
Well, yeah, but it's not like people telling it was 1 or 2 out of 10. It's not a 1 or 2.
No.
I could not say how it was 1 or 2. What would you say is a 1 or 2 out of 10 like movie? What would you say that just so we understand where we stand?
1 out of 2 out of 12. What would even be a 1 out of 2 out of 10 movie?
Would you
It's
say
not
like G Force is a 1 out of 2?
G4. I don't even. Bro, it's been so long. I haven't even watched it. I don't even remember G4. You told me to.
Guinea Pigs.
Yeah, I know that, but that's all I remember from it.
Oh,
The
I
guinea
didn't think that was
pigs.
a good movie, but is that like 1 or 2? I'm trying to think. What about Turbo? Do you think Turbo was 1 or 2?
You
I
you
didn't think it was that good.
you're stating movies that I no longer remember much of. It's been too long.
Well, because it's so bad, you forget them, and like it's been so long.
Minecraft movie.
Okay, a
Boom.
1 out of 2. Let's be honest, would be uh Morbius.
I guess. I mean, I already said my movie, so I'm fine.
What was your movie?
I said Minecraft movie.
Okay, fair enough. I think Morbius is worse than Minecraft movie.
No. I mean, I haven't
Yeah.
technically watched the movie, so I can't say
Anyway,
for.
those would be like 1 or 2. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, this is not a 1 out of 2 movie. Out of 2 movie. I'm not sure what was this. What people thought. Maybe they just don't like the actor, and that's why they pushed for that type of score. Because let's be honest, I think I mean Snow White might be a 3 out of 10 movie, um, or a 2 out of 10. The recent Snow White.
Mm, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh, like, well, that movie, you could say it's a 1 out of 10. I wouldn't disagree.
Anyway,
It,
let's talk about this movie.
yeah.
How do you want to how should we start this?
What do you think of the movie? What about
Dude, it's a solid movie. Look, the action scenes fine. Uh, I mean, like they're just as good as any other action scenes, right? You had some weird choices of songs and weird
that?
choices
Yeah.
of like the slow mo in the final fight with that song. I get it. It was trying to say you are useless, basically, but like you didn't need to have that.
I mean, she was kind of useless the entire movie.
No, but like that in that moment, it's like meant to be
Yeah.
like, cause yeah, like the
It
song.
just
I
felt
think the song was
weird.
like, yeah.
Poorly used.
Uh,
It's coming more of a thing where now where it's like songs are used in movies like that, but it's being used poorly.
Yeah, I reckon that there's a chance that like they just want to incorporate songs because like for the sake of incorporating the song
Oh
because they're
yeah,
either
but
like this artist is good, like let's just incorporate their art, or like
this was also towards
without
the
like
end of the movie.
mm,
It's like 5 minutes before the movie ends. It's weird.
it was a weird choice.
Yeah. Um,
That was a weird choice. I liked Lobo. He was
he was
mad.
good. I liked him. Yeah,
He was good. He was good.
he's meant to be like a piece of work. So yeah, I think they did a good job at that.
hmm I thought
Um,
the villain was okay.
yeah,
Nothing to write home about.
no, no, not really.
Uh, again, the fact that like I, I think you saw me face palm in the movie was that like it was the most basic. We're taking women for our men only race. It's like really,
Yeah,
bro. It's like I was like, bro,
yeah. When they were
like
going for that, I was like, bro, really?
really, bro. Like that's like the most like like we're in 2020 like six, and this is like this. It's the same stupid like we're still at this like stage. Do you know what I'm saying? Like really, that's why. Um,
So yeah, it's just not a good enough like what do you call it
well, I like it's
reason.
I mean like it's not like I mean him kidnapping women is like that's not I understand like it's not the main focus. The main focus is like the other girl's revenge and like trying to save the dogs. Like that's the main point of the story.
Yeah,
Uh, it's kind of like it's they tried to make like the story of John Wick because he's going back for the dog.
I guess. But
Do
wasn't
you get
John
it?
Wick the dog gets killed?
Yeah,
Oh, at least in the
The
first
dog
one.
get killed. This one like they saved the dog, right? And look, I mean like I get it. You can take inspiration from other movies. I totally get that. So that's fine. I just like not like you know what I mean. Um, The weird bit again, like the oh yeah, I've got an art I can stay with. Like what, bro? Like
Yeah, that
what?
was so
You full made,
random at the
you made
end.
it like that was you made it sound like your whole family died, but then like you
Yeah, I
know
got
what
an
I
art,
mean?
by the way. Like, so why did we do this again? So this
Yeah.
kid who's a dum dum went and seeked out someone.
I don't
Almost
even
got
know the
the.
character's name, bro.
Bro, I feel like the name was like. I feel like her name was mentioned, pronounced like three different ways, and I couldn't keep up with it.
Okay.
Um,
Mm.
but like, so the character was kind of dumb because they went into a bar looking for someone for help, but then they almost got themselves killed. Then they almost got the person they were able to get help, aka Clara, killed. Instead, they got Crypto sick. And then at the end, she's like, "Yeah, I got an aunt I can stay." Like, why didn't you
But
just
and
stay
then like
there?
I'm gonna go on this mission like with no fighting experience. Like what?
Yeah, it's like the plot is all on a basis of something kind of done. So it kind of takes away from the film, which is
Yeah, but like to be
probably
fair,
why
like
I was rated low.
that's why Supergirl didn't want anything to do with it. And I completely agree. If
Yeah,
the dog doesn't get injured, like she's like I don't want to do anything with it, right?
yeah.
And look, I get it. Like the story is about her personal growth, Supergirl, like to learn how to cope with the loss. I mean, it's cool. We finally get to see a bit more of like what's the place called?
Krypton, Krypton.
Krypton. Yeah, it's cool. We get to see Krypton. It's cool. It's cool. We get to see different types of aliens. That was kind of cool. Right, the bus driver scene was hilarious with with the little shrimp dude. That shit was funny. Uh, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah, no, I
The
agree,
one,
man. I
yeah,
agree.
that shit was funny. You agree that was funny, right?
Yeah, no, it was funny. It was funny.
Like okay.
It's like it doesn't want anything to do with what's happening, basically.
Yeah, this guy's like, bro. Um, yeah,
I mean, the movie had funny bits. I like laughed quite a couple times. Um, the movie also had like questionable bits. Um, the cinematography was fine. There's a weird. So a lot of times they just kind of transitioned to black and then
yeah. It's a
to the
weird
next scene.
transition. Yeah,
They just kept reusing it, which was a bit odd, but I don't know, maybe because of reshoots. Other than that, I mean, fight scenes were good for the most part. There's only one bit in one of the final fight scenes where it kind of looks like footage was reversed at one point. Other than
yeah, that was
that,
weird as well.
I don't have any major complaints other than that character. I don't even know what's her name. The girl
Like,
character, the kid.
yeah, but like to be fair,
Yeah,
if she's not there, then we got no story.
yeah, you
Like,
got
let's
no
be honest,
story.
she got no story. Uh, yeah, but she was not interesting. I mean, like, she had a cool stealth shit where she took the sword back. That was kind of cool, I guess. But outside of that, like she tried to take on like the dude, but um, basically I told her, like basically you don't want revenge, and that she actually saved it. Like in my opinion, she should have just said you there was no way you were gonna win, you were gonna die. Because let's be honest, like you've got no fighting experience, he's got fighting experience. I reckon he sensed you when you jumped to stab him.
Yeah,
Like yeah, um,
I mean that guy is like he's shown to be strong and he knows what he's doing. So it's like,
yeah, I know, but like anyone with fighting experience, right,
hmm,
right, is like stronger than anyone without fighting experience. Let's be honest, right?
bro.
But so like even though he's coming from behind, I reckon that if as soon as she jumped, I reckon he sensed her because he did turn around,
Yeah, he did, he did, he
right?
did.
Yeah, he did. So like there was no point like let's say Supergirl's not there, she dies.
Yeah,
Like there's no question she does. She's like, I had him, you did not have him.
and then it led to the girl and her family getting killed. Which I was like, well, all right, cool. Because I'm like, there were points where I was like, this guy could just kill, you know, this girl, like the girl who wants revenge. I'm like, there's like multiple times I feel like he could have just killed her. So I just found it quite interesting that he killed the other person off. Like, so you can do it with this character now? It's like, nope, alright, well,
A plot armor fan sometimes.
yeah, plum. Like, yeah, just put her in the
Um,
prison, bro. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of plot coincidences where it's like, oh yeah, we're on now. There's a
yeah,
rain
but it doesn't ruin the
song.
film. I don't think the film was that bad because of that.
Nah, I don't want to
Um,
say it's that
and
bad.
plus, like, for me, I like it's the enjoyment of the film. Like, plays a massive role. Did I enjoy the film? Yeah. Was it worth spending the money I spent on the film? Yes. You know what I mean? I mean, to be fair, most of it's spent on snacks anyway. But like, yes, you know what I mean. Um,
Again, it's like,
Would
would
I
you watch?
watch it again? Like,
It's not like
if
I'm rushing to.
I'm not rushing to watch it again, alright, but like, I also wouldn't say no to it. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Uh, Apparently the next film in this series is supposed to be Batman, so I don't know where the hell, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because there was no. Oh, it's because that's the one that's in development currently, but like in production. But we don't even. There was no
No
ending.
hints of that, like,
No,
you know what I mean?
no post credit scene.
Yeah, no post credit, but no hint. Like, for example, Superman, like Supergirl comes out at the last scene. You know what I mean? So you
Yeah,
get a hint. All right, we're probably the next movie. Like, no hint. Like, I thought, when I didn't know that was in production, I was like, there's maybe Lobo, because I'm like, he's a side character. Maybe he'll get an own movie. You know what I mean?
you might just get like a
Uh,
TV show if
but
anything.
to be fair, it's so hard to incorporate some sort of Batman scene to like suggest like the next movie, right?
I feel like with a.
Since since because most of the movie was off world.
Oh yeah, but like you know how the when she comes back to Earth at the end,
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like they could have had like the TV on and it's like, oh news, Gotham, Gotham's due,
Well,
I guess like
to be fair,
vengeance,
does Metropolis like
justice.
report
Yeah.
Gotham news?
Probably not, but like also like
Yeah.
you hear news from other places from the TV. It's not just like you hear.
Maybe there was something we didn't see.
I
Like maybe in
doubt
that scene, I don't know.
because it was just cat. It was just dog food. That's what the scene ended up being. Remember, Crypto wanted dog food,
Yeah,
but yeah. It was also nice seeing some of the scenes of Clara kind of trying to adjust from how her life was initially at
yeah.
Krypton, and then
Because Krypton
slowly
was
as
cool to
it
see.
cripples,
I liked seeing the Krypton stuff. That was cool.
and then her trying to adjust to Earth, but then she's like she can't or struggles to at least.
Did we in the original Superman see how kryptonite affected Superman?
Yeah, it was actively used throughout the film.
Mm, yeah.
I guess this
So
one
it's the
was
same here. So yeah.
used more brutally. I would say not brutally, but you'd see it like it was. How can I say it? Like
Well, to be fair, it had the purest form of Krypton, which is the sun.
yeah, like the It was like the radiation. Yeah.
Mm.
So I don't know. Also, the scene where the girl gets like knocked out, like when she goes gets water,
Yeah.
like when the guy like is right behind her, that like actually jump scared me. I was not at all like I was expecting it to get found, but not like instantly turn around and get whacked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that actually like half scared me.
Mm.
Anywho, any final words for the film before we put our scores to it? I guess.
Um, I think no. I think I'm ready for my score.
So what are you gonna give it?
A 6.
Yeah, I was making between a 5 and 6. I'm probably just gonna give it a
I'm gonna give
six
it a
as well.
6. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a fine score. It's just
Yeah,
like
I think
above
it's
average film.
yeah.
There's some good things going for it and some not so good things going against it, but yeah. Don't think it was as bad as people said it was, but I don't know. Like, yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Sure.
Um, let's talk about the. Let's talk about. Okay. Yeah. So the final thing we want to talk about is that we will be going to Smash next weekend.
Yeah.
Step aside Anime Expo. We're going to the real expo.
Is it?
Smash next week.
Anime Expo go for like a week or something?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Smash goes like what, 2.5 days?
2.5 days. What?
Yeah, sometimes they do like stuff on Friday.
Oh yeah, yep.
So yeah,
So
two
it's
and a half days.
2.5 days. Yep. So yep. So we'll be there.
We'll be there, we'll be squared.
We'll probably pick up some stuff. We did pick up some stuff on like Supernova. I never posted it on anywhere, so you guys don't know what we got. Yeah. If you watch the Pokemon unboxing, you'll know that we bought some Pokemon. Uh,
Cards, yeah.
However, that video may not be out, or it may be out as of this recording.
Who
So,
knows?
spoiler alert: we did record a Pokemon boxing. So yep.
Yeah.
So good to see that. Yep. I'm excited for Smash because
Yeah.
there is an Uma Musume booth because we're at Supernova. I only bought one Uma Musume thing, and that's pretty much all I've been doing. I haven't been watching too much anime. Rip anime for me. My Uma Musume has been taking over my life, so if there's an Uma Musume booth, there's gonna be a whole bunch of Uma Musume merch for me. So I'm really excited.
Well, there you
Uh, well, you excited for anything?
go. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know.
Well, to be fair,
We'll
I'm
ride as
excited
it
for like
goes.
the like what's it called? I'm excited for the event in general, but yeah,
Yeah.
should be
Should
fun.
be
Should be fun.
interesting.
Should be fun. And don't forget, next time you don't want to miss it. Episode 100, we've got a special coming up, so it's gonna be a bit different. So, pretty excited. Woo!
Yeah, join us for it. Alright, cool.
Yes.
Any final words?
Peace out, guys.
Alright, bye bye.
Bye.